Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to another episode of hdsportspod podcast. I am your host, Wayne. I'm here with my other co-hosts, Tubbs and Smooth. We're in the building. This episode, we're going to talk about Donovan Mitchell going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're going to get into some other things. We're going to talk about Jimmy G re-signing with the 49ers, as well as Chauncey Gardner-Johnson going to the Eagles, and more, man. Before we go ahead and get started, a few housekeeping things. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribe, and hitting that notification bell on YouTube. And if you are on Apple, Spotify, go to the YouTube anyway. Just hit us, give us a nice like. You know what I'm saying? We are officially back after this episode to our Tuesday and Saturday drop. So we will be recording on Monday and Fridays and giving you guys it on Tuesdays and Saturdays. We don't know if we're going to go live again. Possibly not. But you guys just got to let us know. Make sure you guys are following us on TikTok, House of Vital Sports Podcast. Same thing on YouTube. And FT Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram. I know we haven't been posting there a lot. I'm still locked out, being lazy. But I'm going to find a way to get back in there. Or fuck it, we might just make a whole new Instagram page. Depending on how I'm feeling. That'll be announced in the next episode. But before we get started, Smooth, Chubbs, you got anything I want to say to the people before we go ahead and get here? Any opening statements?
I think me and Chris gotta have like a I don't know, man. We won't be saying nothing on the opening statements. We gotta start having a punchline when we come in.
Yeah, a little punchline.
Talking too much. We gotta have some saying or something.
Well, I feel like y'all about to kill me in this first topic right here. So
I can't
let's
wait.
go ahead.
Oh, I got something to say. All I gotta say, to the fans or supporters, whatever y'all are, your family, whatever. I was right, and we're gonna get into why I was right, and I just love it. I just love it, man. I just love it. But go ahead, Wayne. Take it away.
All right, man. You got to start off with this bullshit of a trade. So Donovan Mitchell finally gets traded. The saga ends, and he's officially a Cleveland Cavalier. He will be joining the Cleveland Cavaliers in a blockbuster trade. Let me tell you guys what happened with this trade. So, in this trade, the Cleveland Cavaliers sent the Utah Jazz Lauri Markkanen, rookie Ochi Achibaji. I don't know if I said his name wrong. I apologize if I mess it up. And Colin Sexton. 3 unprotected first-round picks, so for the year 2025, 2027, 2029, and 2 pick swaps for 2026 and 2028. Colin Sexton is also signing a 4-year, $72 million sign-and-trade deal to join the Utah Jazz. Opening thoughts, opening statements. I will go last. You two gentlemen have the floor. Chubbs looks like he's ready to just jump out of the screen, so I'll let him go.
So I just want everybody to know the reason why I said I was right, and I was so happy about being right is because Wayne had this list. This list, it's a fake imaginary, not actually list, but a fake imaginary one. Just imagine it had Donovan Mitchell number 1. I think it got to KD being number 2. Bradley Beal somewhere on that shit. And somebody else. But Wayne's whole point was, hey, if they want to go to Miami, they will find a way to get them to Miami. And I told him, I said, you ain't going to get any of these guys. It's going to be hilarious. And guess what? You ain't get any of them guys. But I will say, now being serious with it, I think it's good with the Cavs. I think they were actively trying to shop Colin Sexton anyway for some reason. We talked about Colin Sexton versus Darius Garland. I think Darius Garland has a bigger impact on the team than Colin was for that team. I know they both played at the same time, but he means more to the Cleveland Cavs. So that's an upgrade for them. That's a big upgrade. You're improving Donovan Mitchell and Colin Sexton for Donovan Mitchell. Now, Lauri Markkanen was their small forward, right? They were playing 3 7-footers. They're going to have to fix that. Like, you're going to have to find something. Like, that's part of the reason why their defense, I think, was so good. They had 3 really tall, athletic guys that could play basketball. So that's going to be – they need to find someone to fill in that role. But Mobley, and they have Jared Allen, that team's going to be a problem with Donovan Mitchell. Now, they gave up a bunch of stuff, but it is what it is. We all talked about Donovan Mitchell's. I think he's either superstar or coming into that role. He's now going to be the guy, even though he was the guy in Jazz, don't get me wrong. But this team's going to be focused on him being the face. Can we all agree with that? So I think it was. I mean, you're adding that to a team that was 8th seed, right, or the 8th or 9th. I can't remember.
7th seed.
7th. They were around the tail end.
They were the 4th seed before Jared Allen got hurt.
Well, you're adding Donovan Mitchell to that. And on the Jazz side, yes, you're losing a really good player, but looking at your draft picks in the coming years, like, you have potential to really get some solid pieces back-to-back years, like, for your future. Right now, you're rebuilding anyway, so, like, it is what it is. You got Colin Sexton. He's a bucket. We all know he's a bucket, but that team's not going to do much. We can all agree with that. Like they're slightly better than the Kings. Maybe the Kings might be better than them right now.
Well, I'll start off by saying I like that tweet that Wayne retweeted, and I know he was kind of hurt about it too. The one about what Russell said. Russell Westbrook said they changed the caption though. Pat Riley ain't doing nothing. He just be fooling y'all. He's running around during the offseason not doing anything. Remember Russell Westbrook said that about Patrick Beverley playing defense. They turned into Pat Riley not doing anything for the Heat this offseason. So I'll say that hot take. We haven't been doing hot takes in a while. The Heat are a low seed in the East now, if at all.
Talking about the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, bro.
I'm saying because I'm touching on the point that you thought Donovan Mitchell was going to be a part of the Heat this season coming up. You had high hopes. No, this immediately makes the Cavs, in my opinion, a top 4, top 5 contender in the East, in my opinion. I think it was a good trade. A lot of people have speculations about both guards being 6'1", and both offensive-minded, but you make up for that, like Chris said, with Evan Mobley, a good rebounder, Jared Allen, a good defensive player, tall. They got size from 3 on the 3, the 4, and the 5, and then you got Karis LeVert coming off the bench. I think that's a good 6-man for them. But I do think it was a good move for the Cavs because they're trying to win now. Like Chris said, they gave up a lot of picks, a lot of first-round picks, but that's worth it if you're trying to win now. You said Donovan Mitchell is coming into a superstar role, which I agree with, but he's definitely going to have to show that he can play both ways, both ways as well. I think they're going to be similar to – that duo is going to be similar to what Dame and CJ were when they were in Portland. And I think that the only thing that will stop them are the teams that they will be competing with in the East, because the East is hot right now. So I think it was a good pickup. It was a smart pickup, and it's definitely going to pay off, in my opinion, down the road. If not this year, they might see an immediate turnover with that. As far as the Jazz goes, like you said, Chris, I think they're in the rebuilding process, giving up two of the big name players. But what they got for them is pretty, I like that. Three first rounders, 4 first rounders. So I think that
got the details. Yeah,
they'll be able to,
3 unprotected picks and 2 pick swaps. So essentially 5 picks.
Yeah, so I think that's a more than enough for them to start, getting to a point where they're contenders in the West, because the West is also a hot conference as well. I don't think they're going to do anything this year, the Jazz. I don't think they're expecting to, but moving forward, they are, they have the opportunity to, be a successful franchise, giving up their 2 players and kind of starting over. Wizards, on a side note, Wizards are now contenders. because the Heat are not.
We're going to the playoffs. Tell him. I said that to him. Tell him we're going to the playoffs.
2 hot takes
this year.
I can't wait to clip that up, buddy.
I said that last night, and he was laughing sarcastically. We're going to playoffs.
That is crazy. Let me mark that clip. Clip marker right there. Before I go ahead and go, I want to ask you guys, who won this trade, in your opinion?
I'll say it in two ways.
I think the. Oh, go ahead, Chris. You know.
I'll say it in two ways. In the win now situation, Cavs won. But for the
don't. Who won the trade? Don't try to give me two winners. Who won the trade?
Jazz.
I say the Cavs won this trade. Cavs definitely won this trade. Because you're and I'll say that because you're not going to get a Rudy Gobert Defensive Player of the Year. Maybe he may or may not should have been that, but you're not going to get that within the years to come immediately. You're not going to get a Donovan Mitchell within the years to come immediately. In my
what do you
opinion.
mean?
I don't think
in the
that
draft this year. If they
I get that, but how often do
they're too good to tank?
How often do
the
first year
Jazz
players come? How often do first year players come in the league? Yeah, how often do first year players come in the league and just automatically,
I don't know. They're saying this Victor. I don't even say his last name. They're saying this Victor guy that's playing center, 7'2" guy is like the next athletic generational type big man.
Is he going to be able to?
Say his last name.
Be able to carry the Jazz? If Donovan Mitchell couldn't carry the Jazz in the West, you think he'll be able to do that in the West now? I'm
just going to keep it real.
Look at the competition in the West, though.
The Cavs, before they got their little draft picks and pieces and built that team to what they are, were similar to what the Jazz are at right now. Are they not? Because the Cavs were not like this like 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago.
But the Cavs
they were rebuilding.
The Cavs were. I'm saying though, the Cavs were. They made a run with a Darius Garland, and like you said, Darius Garland, Jared Allen. Yeah, they made a run. They made the play-in with Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. You said Jared Allen got hurt. They were 4th seed before that, and now that they have a superstar, borderline superstar. I'm not gonna say superstar. Can't call him a superstar if Kyrie's not. Now that they have someone of that caliber who is an offensive-minded player who can get you a bucket from all 3 levels, pairing him with that group immediately makes them a contender, at least for Eastern Conference Championship. The Jazz, with a first-year player, they're not going to. I don't see them or him or whoever it is carrying a team deep in the West with a Luka, Clippers team, a Lakers team.
I don't know.
The Suns. They got
some pieces though.
They still have the Suns. You look at all these teams you still got to compete with. So
I'm saying for future.
I think the Cavs won.
They got Laurie starter. They got Colin Sexton starter. They still got Malik. They got Malik Beasley, who's a bucket. They got Nickeil Alexander Walker. Like
all those people, majority of those people are getting traded. Now, I just want to go. The Utah Jazz. I'm going to start off with who won. Utah Jazz easily won this trade. Easily won this trade because one, you set up your future. The Utah Jazz are the winners of the offseason. They got 13 picks for their two stars. So they got 13 picks out of that. They're not building for next year or the year after. In 5 years, if Danny Ainge does the same thing that he did in Boston, we're going to be talking about the Utah Jazz being contenders. They're looking 5 years down the road with all these picks that they have.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That down the road. So, because if anything, if Cavs don't work, the way they got their picks are until 3-4 years down the road that they're getting from these teams. So these teams have 3 years to really make these things work, or what do teams do? Blow it up.
Tank. They blow up. Yeah,
if the Timberwolves don't work in 2 years, that whole shit is getting blown up. And then they're probably going to suck. Probably not Ant Edwards. He's still going to be there. So I don't think they're ever going to truly suck. DL said the Cavs are better than the Heat. I love Donovan Mitchell. And I think if he would have came to the Heat, we would have been champions, right? But that is because the team that is around him, not just because it's simply Donovan Mitchell. We were one shot away from being in the finals. The Cavs were a 7 seed that lost 2 playing games to Trae Young. One game to Trae Young.
Don't say it like that. Trae Young went to the
let me finish.
Don't say it like you were Trae Young.
I didn't interrupt. They lost to Trae Young with nobody else.
Like that, bro. Don't say it like that. Trae Young was a leading
nobody else. They lost to him, right?
Trae Young was a top 3 scorer last year.
All right, but it was Darius Garland and other people. And Evan Mobley. Even though Evan Mobley, once he got COVID, he wasn't the same. I say they gave up too much to not put themselves in a contender world. In my honest opinion, I don't see them being better than a 5th seed. I think their ceiling is 5th seed, second round exit. To me, that is their ceiling. I know they can get no better. I do not think they're better than the Heat. Even with the tragic offseason we have, because I don't think no one on that team is better than Jimmy Butler, and I really don't think no one on that team is better than Bam. So Bam and Donovan might be in the same tier. So that's just me, right?
But that's it. That's it, though.
I don't know, but
that's all
I think
unless Evan Mobley takes this gigantic leap.
Yeah, I was say
if Evan Mobley takes a gigantic leap and become an all-star, close to superstar player, then everything I just said is negated. But I don't think he's going to do that within the next 2 years. It is in my opinion. I think he can be a superstar, but I think 3-4 years down the road from now. I just don't think the next 2 years.
I do like what they're doing, but you guys have let's be honest. Like I don't really know who's on their bench right now. I know Miami Heat has a solid bench.
Yeah, we have a way better bench. We have a better overall team than them.
But I do like what they're doing with their starters, because Darius Garland is like an all-around.
When DL said Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell going to be better, like CJ and Dame, they're both of those players are way better than CJ, and Donovan Mitchell, you could kind of say he's close to Dame. So Darius Garland clears CJ McCollum.
It's not clear CJ McCollum, bro. CJ McCollum was averaging 25.
CJ McCollum never made the All-Star game. Darius Garland just made the All-Star game.
Garland can do a bunch of stuff, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Garland can shoot efficiently. He's a better playmaker. And he scores at the same clip. So I don't even know what there's a discussion about. They both don't play defense, though. If I'm the Cavs, there's one thing I'm worried about. And let's see if Donovan Mitchell can get back since he doesn't have to carry the entire offensive load.
I guess we're just going to go off of 1 year from Darius Garland then compared to CJ's.
How many?
So if that's why I say
Isaac
all right, so if Darius Garland does not produce at the level that he is now, bro, I want to hear that Darius Garland is not that good. All right?
Darius Garland has been producing at the level for the last 2 years.
And he clears CJ is what you're saying.
He clears CJ, bro. Like, I don't know why this is 21-8.
Yo, you know who's gonna play it? It ain't gonna be him. It's gonna be Karis LeVert gonna play the 3.
No, Karis LeVert's gonna he's gonna come up with
that. First of all, you said that.
And they got Mobley's younger brother who might be lit.
Don't cut me off. Let me finish though. Let me finish my story.
You
can't answer anything. So now, DL, to your reference about the Pat Riley thing, he did trick us. Pat Riley has not got a significant off-season player without the help of D-Wade. The only reason why Jimmy Butler came was because of D-Wade. That had nothing to do with Pat Riley. LeBron, D-Wade. Pat Riley hasn't reeled anyone in. I don't care about getting all these undrafted players and making them great. That's awesome to fill in the bench. But we are a Miami Heat team. How are we not able to get stars to come and play for us? And then this also speaks to how people view Tyler Hero. I heard the Jazz wanted nothing to do with Tyler Hero. If you ask me, Tyler Hero and Colin Sexton are on the same level.
Scoring,
yes. I might say Tyler's better, but people will say I'm biased.
Nah, Sexton plays better defense, and I think he's a better facilitator than Hero, but Hero is probably a better shooter.
He's not a better facilitator than Hero. He's not a better facilitator than Hero. That's why Kevin Love despises Colin Sexton, because he said all he does is shoot the ball.
Well, he scores, and he plays defense.
Colin Sexton got here just because he fucking be flexing and shit.
He plays defense.
He be flexing, bro.
He plays defense.
He's not a plus defender, bro. I'm not doing it. He's not a plus defender. The Jazz, what they were able to do, they were able to secure draft picks while also still making their team entertaining by getting a guy like Colin Sexton. He's gonna give that team hella memes. He's gonna have a couple great games throughout the year. So it's gonna be nice. But the main thing I want to talk about here is Tyler Hero. The audacity, the unmitigated gall of you to tweet, nah, keep that same energy. Boy, fuck you. You played ass in the playoffs. You haven't had a great playoff performance since the bubble. So, don't get mad when we say we can trade Tyler Hero to get Donovan Mitchell. It's Donovan Mitchell. You're not Donovan Mitchell, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is he talking about? To me, that just made me dislike him more. So now he want to talk all that big shit. He telling people he want to start. He want to do this, that, and the third. So, clearly, since you want to do all that, you better up. Since if you start, I need you to be scoring 23 points a game. Because you're going to get cooked defensively. We all know that. You can get a little bit better there. But show me that you call yourself young GOAT. Miami Heat fans call him baby GOAT, young bucket. I need 23 to 25 points a game this year. As far as the Heat not getting Donovan Mitchell, it also makes sense because the Knicks offered draft picks plus Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, and R.J. Barrett, and the Jazz says no. So the only thing the Jazz really
I don't think they didn't include RJ because
they included R.J. Barrett before they gave Mitchell Robinson I saw the report before they gave Mitchell Robinson his extension. They included R.J. Barrett, Obi Toppin, and Mitchell Robinson for Donovan Mitchell, and they said no. We're like 2 picks. So clearly what they wanted was multiple picks. So Pat Riley is cooked. We couldn't get anybody. And we'll see how it goes. Now we just had to deal with his team. We didn't get any replacements. Next agenda is we're gonna go get Buddy Hield, Miles Turner. So
you know who signed though?
Udonis Haslem. Udonis Haslem is our biggest signing of the offseason.
Vic did.
And I kind of think we got a Donovan Mitchell and Victor Oladipo if we can get back to his race.
I hope so, for your sake.
Well, when I said that, it was crazy.
I love it, Wayne.
When I said Victor Oladipo was good, that was a crazy statement. Now that's because you're forced to play him now. He's good. Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't say he was washed.
He's going back to his top 3, top 5 pick, whatever level.
I did disagree with you at the time.
He's going back to Orlando Magic, Victor Oladipo.
That's not the best version. We need Indiana Vic.
Yes,
Indiana Vic is over for the league. But we'll just figure it out, man. I am sad. I don't know what to do. I still think we're going to be a top 5 seed, but I just don't think we're really going to make much noise. And that will be until further ado. Maybe we make a move. Maybe we get a Miles Turner, Buddy Hield. Then I'm talking big shit. Maybe we get a Harrison Barnes, and I feel a little better than where we're at. So
Miles Turner.
I just don't see how. I mean,
Miles Turner. We're talking about him all.
Yeah,
if we get Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, then I'm splitting. I'm yelling at work contenders because now that means Bams moves to the 4. And that's gonna.
I would agree with that. I just don't see how y'all you think y'all still gonna be good with
4 because Miles Turner
less of a team. Like you know what I mean?
The person we lost was PJ Tucker,
and y'all lost in the finals with that team with a better team, and then y'all lost last year with a better team, and then y'all got worse. So
how did we lost one person
by losing one of y'all best defenders and not gaining anything from it yet.
Well, we still got good defenders on our team, so I'm not worried about that.
Are any of them better defenders than PJ Tucker? He is.
I'll
your
say Jimmy
defender.
Butler and Bam are better defenders than PJ Tucker.
Other than them, Dwayne. No, that's the answer.
All right. But Caleb Martin plays really good defense, so I'm fine with that. So we'll see. He'd probably be our starting four. He made great strides last year. We'll see what we do.
You better put it in Edmund, boy.
I am sad. I am, sad that this happened. So
it's okay. So I'm still not giving you CJ better. I mean, not better.
No, there's
we'll vote on that. We'll vote on that. We'll vote on that.
That is crazy to even think.
Bro, his best year was 21-8, bro. Like,
what is CJ's best year?
24 and something, but he was not the primary ball handler.
It was like
he wasn't the primary ball. He was playing with Dame.
I got to fact check niggas on here because
I'm looking, bro. You
dropped 24 with Dame.
Yeah. No, bro, y'all acting like CJ's trash, bro. Like I don't understand.
His best season was 24 last year. 24 and 6.
That's not with Dame, though.
Come on, bro.
He had a 23 year with Dame, so
that's what Jaylen Brown should have been having, but that's neither here nor there.
But CJ was running.
Is LaMelo Ball better than CJ McCollum?
LaMelo.
More skilled, I would say.
He's a better point guard, yes.
He's not a better player than CJ McCollum. That's all I'm asking.
No.
Because Darius Garland's better than CJ LaMelo Ball. So if you were going to say that, I was going to say, yo, you're crazy.
No.
I like you're consistent. I like that. You're like that. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the next topic. That is all we have for basketball today. So we're going to move on to the NFL. And we are going to name our top 5 players at every position offensively. So we're going to go quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end, and offensive lineman. But the way it's going to go, we're going to go snake, and we're just going to say names. So I'm going to name a person. I'm going to say who I think's 5. Charles going to say who thinks 4, who thinks 2. He's going to say who thinks 2, 1. So that's how we're going to do it. So let's do top 6 so everybody gets to name 2 people. Is that fine with everybody?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So hold on, let me pull up my Google sheet so we can start with quarterback first. Y'all can talk while I'm doing that. Chaz, why you got that face, bro? Like you look confused.
Shit's real random.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's on the dock.
I know.
I don't know why it's random.
I didn't know we were doing every. I don't know.
We're just doing offense. We're just doing offense today. We'll do defense on Monday. So, hold on. Let's get my Google sheet up.
Please, don't get nasty.
It's gonna get nasty. It is gonna get nasty, and we'll talk about it. So I said QB, running back. I did top 6 because if I did top 5, it would have been argued. Nah, fuck it. We doing 5, bro. Standing on my fucking laurels. Tight end, offensive lineman. All right, let me make this shit bigger. So, I'm not going to start it off. DL is actually going to be the one to start it off here. So, all right. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Who we starting with?
Start with QBs. Oh, that's too big.
He want to go last so he can get the last pick.
I'm not going to get a last pick. Chelsea's going to get a last pick. So, who are we going with?
Top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
You only name one. So, start at number 5.
Lamar.
You had 6 win. Oh, well, guess I see. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
see what I'm saying? I highly disagree with that, but let's go.
No, that's pretty good. I agree with that.
Go, Chubbs.
But what's going me? I thought Snake would go down and then up, but
That's the way I'm looking at it. Just
number 4. Damn. I'm gonna go Justin Herbert. No. Yeah, I'll go Justin Herbert. No. Actually, I take it back. I don't know.
Don't do this to me, bro. I helped you out.
you
bro.
messed the list up, Dio.
I didn't mess the list up. I
Yes, you
didn't.
did. You messed the list up.
I got it. No. I got it.
What you want me to say? Dak Prescott?
I got I gotta go Tom Brady
At 4?
because there's Patty, Josh Allen, and Aaron Rodgers. That's what I forgot.
That's why I said he fucked the list up. I put Lamar at 6. That's why I was gonna say 6. Lamar is 6. Lamar's not top 5.
Well,
I am going with the 2-time MVP.
Right.
This is what we based what's going to happen. So this is going into the season. DL, back on you.
Josh Allen.
And Chubbs, to finish it off.
Jackson Mahomes. Just joking. Patty Mahomes.
All right, perfect. All right, next. We're going with running backs. It started with me, right?
I guess I thought it was a snake, but maybe I'm wrong.
What do you mean?
I thought snake draft.
Well, we ended on you, so.
It ended on you, Chubbs, so it's going to me next.
Oh, all right, my bad. Then it's a regular draft.
Number 5. Damn, running back. I didn't even think about this. I'm going to do this here.
That's not bad. I would have said Alvin, but
Smoog.
Nick Chubb.
ooh.
What was that? I was debating if I wanted him here, but I think he should have been hired, so that's why I didn't name him.
So I'm thinking of. Gotta go. I'm gonna go Alvin.
Yo, this is crazy.
I was thinking Christian McCaffrey, but he, in terms of his health, I can't just say top 5.
We know the
He
last
hasn't played in a while, a whole season. And there's Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor. Like, come on. So it's hard. That was a hard one. I think the Chubb one was the one that messed it all up, in my opinion. But
I don't know if I spelled his name wrong, but
no,
I'm pretty sure it's Derrick Henry.
Because I mean, I know CMC should probably be considered top 5.
Dalvin Cook, he might be top 7.
Nah, Dalvin Cook's top 5 easily, in my opinion.
Who's up right now?
It is on DL.
Nah, I said Derrick Henry.
It's on you, Chubbs.
Top 5. My number 5 receiver, Stephon Diggs.
Okay, I like that.
Y'all fucking up the list, bro.
I like that, Chris. I like
this is crazy, bro.
I'm a fan,
We're
bro.
gonna do this. Hold on.
As a fan, we know who not gonna be in that, and you better not put your boy in there.
He putting it. You know he putting it.
You better not put your boy in there, bro. And you better not put him at number 1 because it's gonna come back.
What are you talking about?
It's gonna come back to me.
Hold on, I'm trying to think.
You saw NFL Top 100. Who was the last wide receiver ranked?
Man.
The highest. The highest
one. Trayvon Diggs in top 10.
I don't care. He was number 4 top ranked. Number 4 out of 100.
That list is cheese. Cheese whiz.
Oh, you trash for that. You're trash for that.
I can't see.
He put Cooper Kupp. You trash for that.
Come on, Dwayne. Why is he even in there, bro? Like, stop it.
Hold on. Wait. I'm going to have to renege. Hold on.
Come on, bro.
He's going in there if it gets to me.
God, bro. You should have put him 5 then.
No.
He's not. His nigga's not a top 3 receiver in the league, bro.
Ooh,
I know. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it as long as this other person isn't in there. Well, Stephon Diggs is not top 5 receiver in the league.
Yes, he is. You're crazy.
No, he isn't.
You're crazy. He's top 5. It's okay.
All right. Go. If you put a Cooper Kupp in there, he's not top 5.
DL is
J-Jet.
DL's.
It's on you.
Justin Jefferson.
No. It's on. Who's that? Oh, yeah, it's
on me.
Justin Jefferson.
Damn, that was going to be my second pick.
Yeah, you put him. I feel like you disrespected him, but
see now I don't want to put Jamar Chase too high, so I gotta go Tyreek.
That's what I was trying to. I was like, yo, he got to put one of the two in here. So I was like, if I put Cooper here, I know he's not gonna put Jamar at top 2. That's why I did that DL.
He should have put him at 5 if anything, bro.
Because if I would have put, because what I was gonna put Tyreek at 4, but Tyreek's better than Cooper Kupp, and Justin Jefferson should be number 1. But let's go. I already know who you want, DL. Devontae Adams, right?
That's you.
No, I put Tyreek Hill. Oh no, Chubbs put Tyreek Hill.
I put Tyreek Hill.
All right.
It's got to be Devontae.
Yeah.
Given this list, even though I don't agree with this list.
Yeah, Jamar Chase should be replacing Stephon Diggs.
No, he should be replacing Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp should be higher.
Either one of them.
Can we get much
Smooth.
higher? So
Tight ends.
I feel like the fans can't really see this shit.
I'm going to make it easy for you. I'm going to go Darren Waller, bro. This should be pretty easy.
I like it.
We should all come to a consensus on who the best 5 tight ends in the game are.
I'm next, correct?
Should have said my man from
I'm going to pick Kyle Pitts at number 4. Even though I'd probably put him 3, but it's my pick, and I can't think of who the third one would have been now.
It's me?
Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Forgot about him.
Mark Andrews, obviously. That's why
Travis
Lamar has
Kelce.
to be a top 5. If he's a top 2, Lamar has to be
I
top
agree.
5.
I think he's number 1. But
Your tight end cannot be a top 5 without your quarterback being a top 5. Kind of, I mean, in a sense.
All right, so me for offensive lineman.
see if you guys can do this correctly without fucking this up. We all should know who number 1 should be.
Yeah, number 1 is easy, and number 2 is easy. 1 and 2 are easy. I am going to go with is it? This is harder than I thought. 1 and 2 are so easy. Everything else is like fuck.
That's not too bad. I mean, there's 2 guys. There's 2 guys on the same team in the top 5, in my opinion.
For who, the Rams?
Eagles.
Well,
3 now.
You didn't have him as one of them?
Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks are probably top 5 O-linemen considered. It's arguably. Because I already know who my 1 and 2 are.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Who's up? It's on me? It's on DL.
It's on me?
Eagles O-line is they're pretty good. Like, all of them. Except for, I think they lost somebody, though. But
I guess my AirPods just died.
there's also Zach Martin from the Cowboys, who's pretty solid. I think he's been playing down. Tyron Smith's been too hurt to be considered top 5.
He just got hurt. He's going to miss a significant amount of the season.
Damn, my AirPods just died. Who's it on me?
Yes,
on
you.
Bucks. Who's the Bucks lineman? Tristan?
Oh, that's a
Tristan
good one.
Wirfs,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's a good one. I forgot.
That's a
about
good one, Smooth.
Tristan.
I'm not sure his name.
WIRFS. WIRFS. Wirfs.
WRIF.
WIRFS.
FS.
All right.
I'm going to go Lane Johnson.
All right.
I think he's considered the best right tackle in the game. Yep, Quentin Nelson. And then the first one we all should know is the 99 overall left tackle in Madden, Trent Williams. He is the best lineman in football. When I saw him line up at wingback and when they put him in motion to hit the DN, I felt so bad for that guy.
I mean, that's how athletic he is.
He moves.
All right, man. Here are our top offensive players in the league right now. So we're going to do it in order from bottom to top. So at QB, number 5 quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Number 4 quarterback, Tom Brady. Number 3, Aaron Rodgers. Number 2, Josh Allen. And number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Running back, we have number 5, Dalvin Cook. Number 4, Nick Chubb. Number 3, Alvin Kamara. Number 2, Jonathan Taylor. And number 1, Derrick Henry. Receivers, this is the nasty list. Stephon Diggs at number 5, Cooper Kupp at number 4, Justin Jefferson at number 3, Tyreek Hill at number 2, and Devontae Adams at number 1. Joining Devontae Adams is his teammate on the tight end list, number 5, Darren Waller, number 4, Kyle Pitts, number 3, George Kittle, number 2, Mark Andrews, and number 1, Travis Kelce. And offensive lineman, we have Jason Kelce, his brother, as number 5, Tristan Wirfs, number 4, Lane Johnson, number 3, Quentin Nelson, number 2, and Trent Williams at number 1. Rounding it off, you guys let us know what you think. All right. That's pretty good. I'm actually proud of us, except for the receiver part.
The receiver part's not that. People are going to be like, why are you tripping? Like, Stephon Diggs.
It's because it's Stephon Diggs, bro. Stephon Diggs is not top 5.
Stephon Diggs had more yards than Tyreek Hill last year.
Stephon Diggs is not better than Tyreek Hill.
Stephon
Diggs is not better than Jamar Chase.
Stephon Diggs is arguably the best route runner in the league.
He's not a better route runner than Devontae Adams. That's subjective, but Devontae Adams is a better route runner to me. All right, next, Russell Wilson reaches an extension before a certain player. So it looks like, Russell Wilson and the Broncos reach an extension. Let me get the contract. I just want to get it correct.
239 or something like that.
Yeah, so Russell Wilson will be getting – hold on. Let's only get the full contract for everybody. So his contract is – there we go. New deal for $245 million over 5 years, including $165 million in guarantees, which I think is pretty low. I think he should be seeing upwards to $200, just to where the quarterback market has been going. So 5 more years of Russell Wilson in Denver to continuously make them contenders.
Broncos country.
Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. So big deal. And I only want to bring this up because he received his deal before Lamar. So I just want to ask Chubbs, what does he think? When do we think Lamar? Do we think Lamar's just not going to sign and it's just going to be in the offseason?
Yeah, Lamar already said as soon as week 1 starts, he's ending contract negotiations for the season so he can focus on the season. I honestly think this probably hurts Lamar's contract in a way because the rumor is that Lamar is seeking a fully guaranteed contract, and that'd be the first one to get a really fully guaranteed contract out of anybody, and that would change the whole contract situation for any player, really, if we were going to be honest, because nobody's ever done that. That's the rumor, and if Russ is getting $245 and only getting $162 guaranteed, which is kind of low for a franchise.
I think that's super low for him.
that is going to hurt Lamar. Lamar's contract talks at least this year until somebody else signs and gets it crazy. Because Kyler Murray got, like, I'm not fully, but it was he has a pretty big fully guaranteed. I mean, not fully guaranteed money on his contract.
Yeah, I can see how much it was.
So I know it's more than 162, but I don't think it's going to get done this year or this season. And two, I know that there's little speculation.
Yeah,
that
Kyler Murray got almost $190 million fully guaranteed.
So,
he got $189,500.
So I know there's a little speculation, social media, because Lamar liked a Miami Dolphins photo, and I saw somebody made a good point, and Lamar liked the post. The guy said Tyrann Mathieu all season was liking Ravens stuff all during the year, and where did he end up? He ended up with the Saints. So just because guys are liking pictures, that there's no really context to it. Like it's social media. It's for fun. That's what it really should be for. People take it way too literal. But two, Miami fans like Joe that's in the chat all the time talking about in a year. I want everybody to understand they have 2 years to franchise him. So even if they don't get a contract done with him, this is a big if. Because if he's never,
so
if
3 more years with Lamar and
at least
Ravens
in Baltimore,
is guaranteed.
Basically, they
What
got
if he
2 franchises.
doesn't what if y'all franchise him, still no original contract, and then last year to franchise him say he doesn't want to play?
Then that's going to be at a point where they still have him for a year. If he doesn't play during his contract, that could hurt him. But they probably would try to part ways with him. And if that happens, me being a really diehard Ravens fan, I would be so pissed off with the organization because this guy is a once-in-a-generation type of player, and he's an MVP. The only other player to be unanimously MVP, then I think I forgot who else did it, but there's only been 2 unanimous MVPs in the whole NFL existence, and he's a franchise. He's a top 5 football player, So and he wins games. So he's a top 5 football player.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No.
Yes, he is.
There you go, Dio. He's not top 5. He's just a 5 at quarterback. How's he a top 5 football player?
He is one of the best football players in the league. He's a football player.
But he's not a top 5 football player. We're ranking football players in the league. He's not in the top 5. He's not in the top 10.
Great.
Like, what are we talking about?
He is great.
Top 25. I give you that.
No, he's one of the best football players in the league.
Just take back top 5, bro. Top 5 is ridiculous to say.
It's hard to say top 5 players.
He impacts the game more than
he does have a big impact on the game.
Not
denying that at all. But to say he's a top 5 player was crazy.
But that's how much faith I have him. I think he's going to MVP again this year. But I don't know. I feel like they'll get something done. That's what I hope. If they don't and they end up letting him go, I'm probably going to be done with the Ravens for a little bit in football.
Quiet down.
Right.
Y'all let him go. Y'all probably trade for like CJ Stroud or Bryce Young.
You're basically letting go of he's not to LeBron, but he's a LeBron type of caliber athlete. Like
I'm gonna go Paul George.
Nah, shut the fuck up. Nah.
Paul George, bro.
Nah. But you know what I'm talking about. That type of athlete, you're letting that type of guy go.
Yeah, you don't let him go. That's a fireball offense for a GM.
Thank you. I agree. I'm praying, hopefully God listens to me.
Spoon, what are your thoughts?
I agree with you, Chris. Basically everything you said, honestly. I ain't got too much to say. We've been talking about Lamar. I think he's doing the right thing. He needs to be paid what he's worth. So we'll just wait and see.
I'll tell you this, if we win the Super Bowl this year, he goddamn go get that fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah, we need to wait and see. I just think for him to be
I don't think that's happening, but yeah.
It could. You never know.
I honestly think
the Bengals went to the Super Bowl with that O-line. We didn't think that was happening.
He loves
I think y'all need a receiver. If y'all were to have Odell,
bro,
or if
we
y'all
can
would
run
have
the football, I'm okay with it, bro. Just run the football.
I just think y'all need a top tier. Unless Rashad Bateman turns into Jamar Chase, I don't
think you understand. I mean, I know we're cutting into a deal with saying I don't think you understand how much they're going to use this rookie. We got a tight end.
I understand that, but then he has to be like Kyle Pitts.
He's going to be better than Hayden Hurst, and he got an MVP with Hayden Hurst. And
I'm not denying the chance that he can get an MVP. I'm talking about Super Bowl.
I think we can do it with what we got. It's to be determined.
Yeah, that is a fact.
We did pick up, Demarcus Robinson. I know he's not anything crazy. He's
that little ass. No.
Hey, he was balling in preseason.
I watched him on the Chiefs for the last 4 years. He ain't turning no fucking heads.
Hey, he makes plays though every once in a while. Makes more plays than Sammy Watkins though.
That might be a fact. That might be a fact.
Why Sammy Watkins just catch strays like that, bro?
Sammy caught a mean stray like that.
For no reason. You just trying to stay healthy, bro.
I bet Sammy had a better year than him.
Nah. I think they're actually going to use DeMarcus Robinson. Sammy
with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, I agree with you, Chris. If they don't take advantage of Lamar and making him the quarterback that he could be, then I am going to have a big question mark next to our franchise for a while. Like you said, he needs a receiver, bro. I keep on going back to the fact of what he was doing with Hollywood, and having Mark Andrews. And even like what he brings to the table as far as like being a dual threat. Like you said, I mean, I can see why you would say he's like one of the top players in the league. He makes plays. So imagine putting something around.
He just wins.
Yeah, I wouldn't say wins, but
he wins in the regular season. He's a regular season winner.
He makes plays, but he can't do it all by himself. It's a LeBron effect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point it's just gonna work. It's just gonna work.
LeBron out here with LeBron is like, we gotta relax a little bit, guys.
He's that type of athlete.
Just relax a little bit.
No, I said LeBron effect. I didn't say he was LeBron. It's the LeBron effect. Eventually, everybody needs some help. And I think as far as like his contract is concerned, I think he just loves to play. Like he loves the game, so he's not going to make too much noise about it right now. But at the end of the day, it is a business. He wants to be paid, especially like you said. These contracts that these guys are getting, it's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. That is really ridiculous. What some of these guys are
like an old head. They're getting paid too much money.
I mean, I think they
not football players. Basketball players get money that they don't.
No, baseball players get paid stupid bread.
Well, baseball is extremely hard to play. It's very hard to hit a ball coming at you 90 miles per hour.
I've seen a 260-pound, 300-pound big guy be in the MLB smacking home runs. Just can't run bases, but he's there for hitting.
Yeah, because it's hard to hit that damn ball. So
if you can hit a ball, you can make it to the MLB.
Yeah, if you can chime that two up, then you should be fine. But
that's legit.
In baseball, if you hit a ball 3 out of 10 times that you're up there, you're considered a damn near Hall of Famer. So like you're considered like a bona fide Hall of Famer for being 30% right, bro.
Let's not say all that way. That's 30%, bro. If you have
you're not gonna have a 400 batting average in baseball, bro.
My point is back to what my real point is.
You strike out way more than you hit.
Not how the NFL viewership is, and these players should be deserved to be paid. Why not?
I mean, how many people go to baseball games? Depending, the Yankees still the most profitable.
Games to get drunk. That's why they go.
The Yankees still the most profitable sports team in the NBA and the U.S. So
no, I think isn't it the Cowboys? I think exceeded them now. I thought
exceeded them now, but but look, everybody.
Cowboys are like worth like $2.6 billion or something crazy.
Nobody wear NFL team fits; they wear MLB fits.
Because MLB's international sport, bro. Like MLB, MLS is international sports, bro. Like they don't watch American football on the other side of the world. They watch baseball.
Hey, but back to what you're saying. One thing about the Ravens, and I'm going to end on this. they need to do something to get around them.
We'll talk more about the Ravens next week.
They're not going to do it. We got four running backs now on the roster and 5 tight ends for some goddamn reason. So,
well, J.K. Dobbins is hurt. We'll talk about that later, though. So, still limping.
He's hurt again.
That guy is still limping.
He's not 100%.
Guy's still limping. That guy's still limping. All right, let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Philadelphia Eagles make some moves. So they get Jalen Reagor out there and trade him to the Vikings, which is kind of ironic because he's going to be paired up with the guy that he was drafted over. And I think Justin Jefferson might actually be very helpful for him because he always said he felt bad for him for what was going on. I think the city of Philly can tear people down if you're not really in it. So I think he got injured. Jalen Reagor was nice. He got injured his rookie year and has never been able to recover from it. So that's good. But they also made a gigantic acquisition by getting Chauncey Gardner-Johnson from New Orleans for literally a 5th and 6th round pick. You're getting the best, if you're getting top 3, if not the best nickel corner in the game. For that, it's a steal. So I think the Eagles are on the path to be real contenders. And I think, to me, it's a no-brainer that they're winning the NFC East and they have the chance to be a top 3 team in the NFC.
I completely agree. With that. We talked about their acquisitions.
Because of Jalen Reagor?
Bro, no.
They got rid of Jalen Reagor.
Their defense is real.
Stacked. They legit have 2 top 10 corners.
They got Darius Slay, Bradbury they picked up, and they just paired Gardner with them. And they got Jaquist Tart, who's not a bad safety. And they still had some Epps was doing pretty good for them towards the end of the year, too. Mm-hmm. They got Nakobe Dean. They got Fletcher Cox back, Brandon Graham. They got Jordan Davis.
They got
Hargrave.
They got
a unit. Hassan Reddick, they got.
Yeah. Okay. Then they just picked up whatchamacallit.
That's just defensively. They picked up A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith is in year 2, who was really good. Jamar Chase doesn't have the year.
They got Wes Watkins.
We just gave them 3 top offensive linemen. Top
Dallas
5 offensive
Goedert.
linemen, potentially. Dallas Goedert.
When you just threw me off when you said Jalen Reagor was good, though. I was like, hold on. Who?
No, I didn't say he was good. I didn't say he was good. I said I think it's going to be good for him to get out of the Eagles. I said in college he was nice. In
that
college,
fan base could get
was
toxic.
nice as fuck.
I would just say I didn't hear about him in the league. He got hurt.
He dropped a lot of passes. He dropped the game-winning pass to win the. So they didn't get against the Bucks, and they lost and played the Bucks week 1 of the playoffs and got their ass whooped. Yeah. So that team has should win the NFC East. That they're now should be the sole favorites if they weren't before.
Easily.
And
especially with injuries that happened in the Dallas. So,
and we already talked about what happened this whole offseason. Everybody's goddamn came to the AFC, so the NFC isn't like stacked like the AFC is, in my opinion.
Man,
so they should be a top 3 team.
They still got to deal with them Rams.
Well, Jalen Hurts still has to prove it this year. I mean, in my eyes, he's got a squad.
All he has to do is be a good quarterback, and they're going to go really far. He doesn't have to be great. All he has to be good.
True, and I was listening on the radio, and the radio was like, I get that they're getting all these guys, and we're getting them all the hype, but don't give us 2012 vibes with that dream team with
when they got
and Vince Young was saying, "Oh, we got a dream team." Like,
and they suck.
Question for you, Chris.
Yeah.
If Jalen Hurts has a better season than Lamar Jackson, will you consider him being potentially better?
Come on, what are we doing right now?
He might.
I'm saying,
I don't know.
No, I'm just based off what you said. Like you said, if like the Eagles win, let's say they win the NFC East, and then they go to the playoffs, make a run of the playoffs, make it Super Bowl, possibly. I mean, I doubt they will, but saying that Jalen Hurts
if he wins 2 playoff games, I still won't say he's better than Lamar, but I'm saying he's on the right path.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that he'll have the potential to be better than Lamar Jackson based off of what he does?
Maybe. I mean, shit. Yeah. I mean, he can run it, but I don't think he's more as efficient of a runner. Even though we're talking about quarterback,
Lamar's a way better passer than football.
I believe that as well right now. Lamar is more accurate than people give him credit for.
He is. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks.
So, if he has like a crazy year, I have to see it like consistently out of Jalen, because Jalen hasn't had a consistent year. He just ran the football really good towards the end of the year last year. Or, I mean, let's be real. He hasn't really thrown the ball that great. He's been like a 16-12 type of – I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on it. But in my eyes, I don't think he's had like a great average of touchdown to interceptions. He's been running the ball very well.
I was just going based off what he was doing in the preseason. He looked pretty decent in the preseason, and
so he got everything to.
And he's got a team around him.
He can do what Josh Allen did in year 3. Has that potential?
They have a complete offense. They have a good offense around them, and now they have a championship defense. It looks like on paper.
Yeah. So
playoffs or bust.
Oh, they better make.
They better make playoffs. If they don't make playoffs.
This is a disappointing season.
And Sirani should be out of there. Like, that's not that hard to do, though. A in the AFC. I mean, A in the
If Sirani fucks this up, he does not deserve to be the Eagles coach. No,
the Jalen Hurts fucked this up. He does not deserve to be the quarterback next year.
Why Jalen Hurts, though? What's Jalen Hurts for?
That's the only reason why they won't make it.
You know what? I'll agree, Wayne, because Sirani called plays last year, and he's not calling them this year, so it would be on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. And Sirani play calling got them to the damn shit because Jalen Hurts sucked. They said, let's run the ball all goddamn game because he can't throw the ball. So it would be on Jalen Hurts if they didn't make it there. You know? And that gets us into this next topic. So I was in one of my favorite streamers, shout out K-Spade, shout out the Wolfpack. And we were talking about what was considered like a good season, a solid season, and a bad season. Because the guy said if the Bears get 7 wins this year, they had a pretty solid, good season. So I want to get your guys' criteria. What makes a season for a team good, great, solid, or bad?
What's the criteria for?
Well, bad should be easy. You didn't make the playoffs. If you didn't make the playoffs, you had a bad year, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Sorry. And I would say the minimum wins for a bad year would be 6.
So if you lost less than 6 games,
if you won less than 6, if you were 6-11 or 6-10, that's a bad season in my eyes. We can
know, man.
Are we going by same thing or just one? We'll go over bad season. That's my criteria for bad.
Let's go bad season.
I think y'all set the bar a little bit too. I don't know if it's high or low. I don't know how to say it, high or low, because I don't think that making the playoffs should be ceiling for a team. Like damn near 2 teams from every division make the playoffs, if you include the wild card. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that making the playoffs should be everybody's goal. Oh, we made the playoffs. Oh, they made the playoffs last year. So what?
Well,
I've seen the Cowboys make the playoffs at 8-9. That's terrible. Like,
we're talking about bad seasons. There's bad seasons right now.
I think bad seasons are under 500, in my opinion. There used to be 16 games out of 17. So if you go 8-9, I think that's a bad season. Used to be, if you was 8-8, that's still a bad season. Like 500, that's not.
I'm going to bring it in. I don't think records do matter, of course, but I also think you have to look at the circumstances of teams. Like, for example, are we going to say the Texans had a bad season if they won 7 games this year?
No, they improved, slightly.
Yeah.
It's still not a good season though, or a solid season if they were to make it.
Like, why are we babying NFL teams? They're NFL players.
We're not babying. Look, we gotta be realistic, Dio. You look at that Houston Texans roster, they shouldn't win no more than 3 games. So I would say they overachieved and had a solid season if they won 7 games based on the circumstances that are handed to them. Like if the Seattle Seahawks won 10 games and didn't make the playoffs, I would say, they had a great season. No one saw that coming, and they did that thing. They have a great season. They have a great season. They have something to build their foundation off of.
But a 10-win season, that's pretty good. Regardless, 10 wins normally.
Even if the Seattle win 8 games and they go 8-9, Seattle or Texans go 8-9, or the Bears go 8-9. I'm like, holy shit! I did not see that coming. They had a great season, and I think they could do something there. Like, to me, if you're a terrible team, you can't have a bad season. A bad season would be going 0-16.
put it in the perspective of last year. The Bengals made it all the way to the Super Bowl. Nobody expected that, bro. We don't expect nothing. That's a great season, obviously, because they made it to the Super Bowl.
That's an anomaly, honestly.
But nobody you looked at that roster and was like, bro, I don't think they're going to win the division, let alone make it to the Super Bowl. My point is, like, these are NFL teams, so you don't obviously like.
But you can. Think about the names on those teams.
Listen. We have our favorites. We have the teams that we know are going to dominate. Know they're supposed to make the playoffs or supposed to be, the number 1 seed, number 2 seed. But then again, like, you seen the movie Any Given Sunday, bro. These are NFL teams, bro. Like,
that's a movie, bro.
They all have the potential.
Anybody can win any game.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, anybody can win any game, but not anybody can string together 4, 5, 6 wins in a row.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying like you don't. But you don't just lose week in and week out, having 3 consecutive losses, 6 consecutive losses, going.
Teams do that all the time in the NFL.
Well, obviously the Jaguars, like the Lions, like we're talking about those teams who are just consistently terrible.
So yeah, if the Lions or the Jaguars won 8 and 9, you would tell me they had a bad season?
Yeah, to be honest,
that's
bro.
Crazy to me, man. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, bro.
I was saying a solid season. They got a good foundation to build off of.
A solid season for me is 8, 9, 9, 9. That's strictly
because that'll
7 and 10.
In the NFL now, bro, that will get you in the playoffs, bro. Literally,
7 and 10 would be the solid part for the guys, the teams you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying in terms of circumstances. Okay. Now, if we're saying the Eagles went 7 and 10, that's a bad season because we expected way more from them.
So last year, the Eagles, they were like 8 and 9 or 9 and 9 and got in the playoffs. That and lost the first round. That was a solid season.
They were 9 and 8. They had a solid season.
Solid season.
But that's over 500. That's for me.
That's like the mid. We're talking about the mid. Because in my eyes, when we're talking about good, I wanted it to be great because
to me, you didn't have a great. I changed it to great. So great
10 plus
season.
10 plus wins is a good season.
Great is what the Patriots did. That's great.
Well, okay, 10 plus wins is a good season because you're 10
plus wins. I would say that's a good season. That's the average season.
Well, 10 plus wins, you're in the playoffs more than likely.
Yeah, 10 plus wins is a good season. 10 plus wins is a good season, and I think 10. And if you in that 12
and lower,
12 and above is a great season.
I would agree.
So that 10 to 12, you had a good season. I think, depending on your circumstance, from 10 below to 7 is a solid season, depending on the circumstances. So 9, 8, 7 is a solid season. And then 6 and below, I would say, all right, yeah, you guys had a bad season, but it depends on the team. Like, to me, if the Texans win 6 games, I'm like, yo, that's crazy that they actually won 6 games.
But 6 and 11 might get you a top 10 pick, and if you have a top 10 pick, you had a bad season.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man.
You got to put that into perspective. Top 10 picks, there's the teams that have bad years.
But that's because everybody got good ass records. I'm not going to manage 8 teams out there.
Nah, that ain't never going to happen.
That's the thing I be arguing with you too about, Wayne, about them lottery picks, bro. You don't expect just because you got a lottery pick for that player to come in.
Yo, y'all sucked.
Stop it. You don't expect a player to just come in the league and just make a difference off the bat, bro. That's why I be so annoyed when you be like, y'all had lottery picks. Bro, these are still NBA players who've been in the league for years, bro. And then you're putting them on an organization who already sucks and then expecting them to bro. Playing with the Lions, dominating.
Joe Burrow did it.
Man, Joe Burrow ain't gonna never have a season like he had, bro. I'm standing
on it.
Standing on it.
Oh, damn. And I guess we could talk about the
season.
Who?
Mike Tomlin.
He ain't never had a bad season.
Until this year.
Well, nah, he had bad seasons. Fuck that. No, fuck out of here. When we went 9-6-1 or 9-5-1, we had a bad season because we were fucking 10 and we were 6-3, and then we lost and tied. And no, Mike Tomlin has had bad seasons. That's why I say it depends on the circumstance of a team. You can win 10 games and miss the playoffs. I think the teams of the Steelers echelon, when they were doing that, that's a bad season for Mike Tomlin. So that's my case. That was really all we had to talk about for this episode. This episode's going to be a little shorter because Monday's episode is going to be a little longer as we talk about, some NFL stuff.
You don't want to talk about you want to talk about the Bake Show?
Debate show?
Baker won QB1.
I swear we said that last week.
And promises.
No, we didn't.
And promises
came out like a couple
Browns
days ago.
week 1.
Okay, Baker Mayfield. That's all. This is the last topic before we go out of here. I apologize.
I didn't think we talked about it. That's why I put it back on the dock.
Baker Mayfield wins the starting position. No, we talked about it because we was like, that's why they traded for him. I swear we did. Anyway, Baker Mayfield wins the starting position.
We might have did. We're going to talk about
Carolina Panthers. And they also get Laviska Shenault. Is that his name?
Laviska Shenault. Yep.
Laviska Shenault. So that's another target. So now they really have a good offense. You got Terrence Marshall, you got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, and you got Laviska Shenault. You got Chuba Hubbard as a backup running back.
Terrace, though. I think they're shopping Terrace, though.
Really?
I hope. Yeah. But you got Chuba Hubbard, CMC.
CMC. And I don't know who their tight end is. Who's their tight end?
It's Tommy Tremble.
Tommy Tremble is their tight end. So
I think
got some good weapons. Their O-line hasn't looked too impressive, but let's see what Baker can do. I think he's going to kick the Browns' ass week 1, which we'll talk about on Monday when we talk about the picks for that. But you guys have any thoughts on it at all?
No, I think he's going.
I already told you, Baker Mayfield. That's my
comeback player of the year, right?
He's going to have one of the biggest comeback seasons. He's on his revenge tour. I think the Panthers is a great fit for him. You just got to, buckle up. It's going to be a long ride.
One of Mike Thomas' funniest shits he ever said ever. So.
Panthers Nation. That's right.
Let's be happy for him.
Yeah, shout out Big Man. I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong this year. So, all right, man. That is the end of this episode. Appreciate everybody that came through. This will be on YouTube on Saturday. So, shout out to everybody Saturday. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that like button for us. And, we appreciate everybody that comes through and listen to us each and every week. Smooth Chubb, I got any final thoughts for the people before we get out of here?
Oh man!
Everybody have a good holiday weekend.
Happy Labor Day, man!
Happy Labor Day! College football is officially back this week. So enjoy some barbecue, enjoy some football, and next week we'll get right into the NFL and basketball again, man. Until next time, my name is Wayne, and we are out of here.
HD Nation.